Okay, do I need to turn the music down at all? Still figuring out the balance. Maybe a smidge. Okay, I can do that. Okay, turned it down just a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear it, but you can also hear me. Oh, I mean, you can send me messages, so I'm just gonna be working on this for a couple hours. This is the only way I'm going to get myself to work on stuff that isn't comics or commissions is if I do it while I'm streaming. Um, well, maybe not the only way, but a pretty reliable way. Um, yeah, I have had. So when I name my files, I usually put the month and then the day. I know that in a lot of places they put day and month when they write the stuff, but then the organization gets all weird. Like I don't need to have all the things done on the 28th of every month together, but I do want everything done started in April together. So I started this sketch in April. The music could be a bit higher now, but just a bit. Okay. Um, okay, we'll see how that goes. Okay. I am, by the way, yay! I'm using music from somebody named Ron Galinas, who has a YouTube channel where they put a bunch of like royalty-free music. So I'm enjoying the stuff that this person has made. They're the same person who did the music from the last stream as well. Okay. Hey Laguna. Yeah. Uh, I don't know exactly how I want to render this right now, but I do know that I need to have the fox a little bit more defined. Sask, you're here too. Yeah, I didn't actually leave the Discord call. I just muted myself because people were very chatty and they didn't want to interrupt anything. Okay. I probably should have pulled up reference for this beforehand. Okay. Should I give the fox a little hat? I feel like maybe a hat might be nice. But I'll focus on the fox itself first. Hi, Crow. Wait, are you not at work? Hi, Odd. Oh, thank you, Kalia. Loki is watching it. Hi, Loki. You were running errands before work. You weren't expecting to be home. I hope your errands went well and that it's not too hot there, but I bet it's pretty hot. Lower the opacity of that a bit. $35 Celsius. I think that's about how hot it is here too, but you have more humidity. Hi, Boo. Yeah, I live in a desert, so it gets pretty hot here, but it's not as humid. Ice bath. This is just a fox. It's I haven't done any like, so I've just been streaming personal work and my own comics and stuff. Because otherwise I'd never do it. um, but yeah. And especially like yesterday, I had to do a bunch of business stuff. Like I did a commission ad and I did a bunch of Patreon things and stuff. And so today I kind of just want to like draw a little, fox reading a book. I don't know if I'm in love, if I love this face though. Boo has been extremely tired and unable to do things the last few days. Suddenly you perked up and started doing it. Yeah. Oh, hi Liar. Yeah, I just started streaming like last week. I think this is my 4th stream. Right now I have a schedule written out that Fridays and Tuesdays I stream drawing stuff, and then Sunday I stream a single player game. Right now I'm playing Dragon Age Origins, which I have never played before, but well, that makes me happy. I've never really done this before, but it's fun to hang out with people. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Crow, as much as I love you, you're not gonna get smooches from me. Maybe like on the cheek or on the forehead, but like, I'm not about that life, personally. Oh, I'm enjoying it so far, Liar. My character is a castless dwarf warrior, who I forgot to name before I started, or maybe you can't do that, I don't know, but I've just been calling him Hammerhead. Oh, no smooches. Well, on the cheek or the forehead, or like the hand or whatever, I'm fine with that. I don't know how I want to do the eyes. I'll focus on the body shape first. Maybe a little bit of hair, or maybe it should be smooth. I kind of like smooth with just like a little bit of texture. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this lined or not. The last time I did like a sort of personal piece, it was a screaming turnip that, hold on, I think I can open that. Let's see, art, oh gosh, where's the turnip? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. The last thing I drew for myself was this little guy who's just a little screaming turnip, and then I turned him into a sticker. But I liked doing the lineless style, so I might try something like that later once I get the shapes more defined. It was really fun. Yeah, I like making stickers. Most of my stickers have not been very consistent in style. I'm using them sort of as an excuse to try different things, different styles. Hmm. Yeah. The pencil that I'm using right now is just, I think, the one that Clip Studio comes with. There are a couple others that are fun to do, like this one's kind of fun. Really any of the Kyle's brushes are cool. This one's fun too, but I don't know, they did a good job with the pencil for Clip Studio. Maybe just make the face a little. So I do think I want this to be a classic orange fox. Um, I think that would be pretty cute and also create some fun color contrast. Because what I'm thinking of for these bushes in the back is to have them be like blue hydrangea bushes. So that plus like maybe the greens of the grass and stuff would make for a really fun color palette. For some reason, it's way easier for me to think about colors when it's for like a standalone illustration than for my comics. But sticker experimentation with stickers, sticker stick. Oh gosh, I can't say that. Stickerimentation, I guess. Yeah, I think so I've been trying to do like one sticker every month, and it's like the reward for the $10 tier on Patreon. Um and I think I might want to do a carrot next because I just had a lot of fun with that. Although, let me open up another thing. I desperately want to turn this, like, finish this and turn it into a sticker. This is my roommate's cat, Nacho, after he got bit by his brother, and he had a lion cut, and he was just like the most sopping wet beast in spirit. Ooh, Boo says, I was keep thinking of doing sticker rewards just because it seems so fun. It is fun. Like sometimes I get stressed because I'm like, oh gosh, none of these are the same. None of these make it like are consistent because I'm not going to do Nacho in the style of the turnip. I'm gonna make Nacho as like cartoony as possible. But but I have a lot of fun trying them out, and it's nice, especially if I have my sketchbook. Like I just spend time sketching, and then a couple times a month I go through and think, huh, what do I want to continue? What do I think would make a fun sticker? What would I want to put on my laptop? That kind of stuff. And then I have a few extras every month because where I get the stickers done, since I don't have the sticker set up myself, it's like 1, 10, 20, like you order them in batches like that. So I always have a couple left over, which is nice. You are in EK Weaver's sticker club, and except for this year, her stickers are usually extremely different, random. Well, that's really good to know. I think I'm not in her sticker club. Is she the one who does Shot and Chaser, or am I thinking of someone else? Okay, yeah, so I follow her on Twitch with my personal account that I don't do streaming with, and then I have been reading Shot and Chaser. I actually was reading it when she first started posting it. It's really good. Been enjoying it a lot. I love how she does, like, obviously there's the skies and the storms are a huge deal for that, but I love, one of the things I really appreciate is how she simplifies the details on like the characters and stuff. TJ and Amal, that's in my bookmarks to read. I need to like set aside more time to read read more comics because I have so many in my bookmarks, like so many. Like, I hope this isn't weird to say, but so one of the reasons why I got into comics was actually because of Shaz. Back when she was doing actually the Today Nothing Happened comic. That's the one that got me into comics and like art in general. So yeah. Oh, I hope I'm not giving this fox Pixar mom proportions. Let's fix that. But yeah, E.K. Weaver, so good at expressions and like subtle changes. Okay, I think that having that helps a little bit. Let me flip the canvas. Let's see. I still don't know how I want to do the face. That's one of the things that I want to practice more is different eyes and stuff. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Are there really 10 people watching? That's incredible. That's so many. Hi everyone. Let's watch me probably draw and erase these eyes several times. Although something simple like this isn't bad. Ah, thank you, Sask. Wait, is Cedric here? Do you know if Cedric's watching? Either he's staying quiet or he's not here, but if he fulfilled the alchemy crafting orders, then I owe him 3 ignores though. So for people who aren't in my World of Warcraft group, they have an announcement thing every time a specific class gets a legendary, and everybody sees the announcement. And Cedric has been trying to get that legendary, and so we torment him with it. They were chatting up a storm in Discord a second ago. Something about Stan Lee? Okay. Okay. I think I definitely, like, this area here feels pretty empty, so I don't know if I want to give it hair or not. And I also need to figure out how I want the legs to be. Let's flip the canvas for a bit. Thank you, Kalia. Yeah. Don't know how to do the legs. Wait, so if a leg bends like this, and then if you're reading on the ground with your leg up, then it's like this. That's a leg bent there. Okay. or I could go with the like that thing, but I think I want to go with just the tube legs for this. I think simplifying it would allow the focus to remain on like this area. And then like, oh, I kind of hate that, but it might just be because I haven't finished that part yet. When I was in school, my teachers got so mad that I would do like draw stuff like the limbs like that, or like I would start off with that. They were like, no, you have to like draw from side to side, and I'm just like, I never understood it. And that's okay because I'm not in school anymore. Legs, my arch nemesis, along with hands, proportions, and anything more detailed than a small gremlin. I actually really like hands. Sorry, opening another thing that isn't this fox, but I've been doing this challenge this month to try and improve, and one of the things was to draw a part that you struggle with and have at least 5 like skeletal or muscle studies. So I picked arms. Maybe I should have picked legs, but arms felt like I've always had a hard time, especially with the muscles. Like, there's so much going on in an arm. But I'm kind of behind on the challenge. I'm planning on doing some gesture drawings today as well. And then I think there was a character design challenge that they had on the list for the improvement thing. Boo. Oh yeah, I actually have just started doing something like this in my art server too, though this month I'm focusing on like paint shapes, not line. Yeah, yeah. Gosh, I am so comfortable with lines, and having shapes instead of lines is very difficult. Oops, wrong thing. But it's very, oh gosh, how is that going to be? I could have both legs kind of up. And I want to give it like some cute clothes too, but I don't know what I want to draw yet. This is very much a like drawing just for me. I like drawing cozy things sometimes. It's like either cozy or kind of body horror, and today I feel cozy. This would be a little bit more there though, more centered. Let's see, Liar says, I have developed an appreciation for arms, but I cannot proportion legs. Yeah, legs can be pretty difficult. One of the things that I did in my figure drawing classes was they had us just like draw people standing and then to the side, and we had to like, it was like the like idealized proportions, which, you know, wasn't super helpful with developing skills drawing different body types, but luckily, oops, oh, I didn't know that could do that. Fit to navigator, that's fancy. But yeah, I think the leg there is fine. And then the tail like this. But we had to, like, that was our test. We had like an exam where we had a blank paper and we had to draw those from memory and like write out the different proportions and stuff that write out the different proportions that we learned, like the foot is like the same length as the calf or whatever, and like all of that stuff. That was like our exams. Let's see. Boo says, I can tell it will help me improve, but it's so difficult not to go back to lines. Yeah. Crow says, I can do the legs, but feet are my eternal nemesis. I should maybe I could do a stream where I go over like different proportion stuff that I learned about. I'm not an expert in figure drawing by any means like at all, but I do know some tricks about how to proportion things and stuff like that. So maybe I could do a stream of that if people would be interested. Of course, I spend all of this time trying to get that part right, where the legs are, only to do this. Select it all, delete. Oh well. Boo says, feet became so much easier for me once yeah, they are weird pyramids. I'll just go over a little bit of that. So the foot, simplifying feet, from the side, your ankles are kind of like at an angle, and then you've got like that little nub there, that can look nice. You've got like a slope going in. Feet are kind of like, the body of it can be like this, the heel goes out a little bit, and then you can like flatten the toes a bit. From the front, it would be kind of like, so you've got the ankle going, the going in there. That's your ankle. It's not flat like that. It's at an angle, for helping to hold weight. And then you can like draw a sort of trapezoid shape here. So that's like this height. And then what I like doing is I like kind of having to show this, and then I like having the big toe be its own shape, and then all the other toes kind of slope from it. Another thing that people will forget is that it's often viewed slightly from above. So instead, like, this is pretty much straight on, and so if it's viewed slightly from above, because oh gosh, now perspective. So if you're drawing a person, whatever is above the horizon line is viewed slightly slightly from below. Like, this is obviously very exaggerated, but then everything that's below that horizon line, you'll have a very slight up, and you'll be viewing it from above just a little bit. Liar says, spends 3 hours developing something. Now I delete the lines behind the foreground object and removes 2.5 hours of work. Yeah. Yeah. But so from above, you kind of got so like this line here is kind of like this area here, and then you've got like your toe, and then there's always like a little bit there, but you can view things from above. Anyways, this is not related to the fox. Let's get rid of it now. I'll often spend a long time trying to get the pose of something like perfect, and then I end up drawing like the clothes, and it covers all of it, and it's just like, great. Why did I spend? So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just keep the body, like the little sketch I did of the body, on a separate layer. so that I can keep it. There's one character in particular who, in my comic who hasn't shown up yet, but will in chapter 2. I love drawing him. He's got such fun shapes, but my comic takes place in winter. So you know what happens to all of these like lovely shapes? They get covered up by a big old coat. Big old coat. Can't see any of it, but I just like drawing him. Crow says, even if you don't keep the stuff that's behind the tail, at least it helps you keep the rest of... Yeah, that's like one of the whole points of doing it, is to make sure that it fits naturally. Okay. So we've got the little fox for the most part. I'm wondering what it should have on its head. Should it have a hat? Or should it have hair? I guess I can try both. That's one of the reasons why I like digital art, is because I can just make a new layer. Let's see, Liar says, I like saving instances in between stages of my works in progress, so I can always have fun looking back at a process I had for something. Yeah, I like doing, well, I mostly... Sometimes I do, but I mostly just keep the layers. Like, I have all of my sketch layers and stuff, so my files get a little bit chunky, but at least I have most things. If I'm gonna test out brims, I want to have it at an angle that's easier for me to draw. Okay. Yeah. One of the things that I should have... Am I recording a time lapse for this? No, I'll do it now though. I like having time lapses of things. I have a bunch of comic pages time lapsed. And then, like, could try this hat here. The little straw hat. I've been thinking about borrowing my roommate's hat. He has one kind of like this that has a brim at the front and the back for when I go on my walks. I have to put on sunscreen every time I go outside because of where I live and how the sun is. But sometimes I forget to put sunscreen on the back of my neck, and that does not lead to a pleasant experience. And having a hat that has a brim all the way around might be helpful. See, I really liked the eyebrows though. Let's try a different style of hat. I'm gonna name this hat 1. This one was tree based, this one is fox based. And then this will be hat 2. What even are other styles of hats? Oh, wait! What if instead of a hat, I have like a little flower crown? Oh, that would be so cute! Oh, and it could be like hydrangeas to tie it in with the background. Okay. I like that idea. So this is just to get this sort of like basic shape. Yeah, flower crown. I like that way better than this hat that I had originally. And you get to see the eyebrows, which I was really happy with. Could have like the leaves course, this means I have to get this. Oh, this must have been why I had hydrangea written as a search result for like 2 weeks. Let me bring that back up. Hydrangea. Images. Okay. One of the reasons why I want it to be hydrangeas is because my mom has hydrangea bushes that I grew up with, so I just have a soft spot for them. Although my favorite flower is a lily, but that's very toxic for cats, so I don't have any. Okay. So I've got my reference pulled up. Okay. Flower crown. Let's lower the opacity there, and then okay, so a hydrangea, it looks like they've got a bunch of little petals, and their leaves are like a teardrop sort of shape, although they kind of remind me of elm tree leaves where they're a little lopsided. Okay. They're also really big, so they technically wouldn't be like this small, but foxes also can't read. That we know of. I don't know, maybe there's a fox out there that can read. Okay. Big old leaf. They're kind of lopsided like that. Okay. I still think I might do this line list, so I'm not going to spend too much time sketching out all of the flowers here. I'm going to move on to something else. This is mostly to remind me of how I kind of want it to look. Okay. Now for a cute, let's do the book next. I'm kind of remembering the elbow direction and placement. Okay. I'm hoping to at least get the flat colors in for this, and then we can have fun with rendering it on Tuesday. That side is longer than that side, so let's fix it. Okay, that's pretty good. I think. Or at least it's good enough. Yeah, then have a little bit there. And then, do I want the book to, I don't want it to be like straight up in the middle. I want one of the sides to be taller than the other. Maybe it's like this fox just started reading, or maybe they've been reading for a long time. What would make more sense for this mood? I think I want the fox to have just started reading, although not every place reads from left to right, so I guess it could be seen in multiple ways, but I'm gonna have this side of the pages be bigger. Like it's got a big reading adventure ahead of it. My sister does a lot of reading, like a lot of reading. That's her main hobby. And she was an English major in school and also editing and stuff like that. She loves reading. So kind of thinking of her as I do this. She also had a huge crush on the Robin Hood fox when she was little. So who knows? Maybe I'll turn this into a print or something and give her one. I used to read a lot more when I was younger, and then adulthood happened, and it's been hard to hop back on the horse. Although audiobooks are a lifesaver in that regard. I love listening to audiobooks. Just a little bit here. I think this side is still too long. I feel like they aren't quite even. There's a little free library, like several of them in the city, so like I could walk to them. I've picked up a few books from there. Have I read any of them yet? Not really. Hold on, my roommate needs something. Let me just mute myself real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. There was a question regarding eggs. Okay. I mean, that looks like a book. Probably have like the shading help define these. I always like books with the little ribbons, because they just feel so fancy. Bask says, Stone got these graphic books about the movie Aliens. It stars Jonesy the cat, who gets into mischief in space with the aliens? Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I read a lot of comics, although there's still many that I've been intending to read for a while and haven't gotten to. I just started this one called Phantomarine that's about this princess who, when she like the ship that she's on sinks, and like, okay, this sounds like a big spoiler, but it's like literally the premise of the story. She dies and her entire crew dies, and then she makes a deal with death, basically. Well, not really a deal, or I guess kind of a deal, but like she, in order to save the souls of herself and her crew, she challenges death, and but there's like a twist to it where they don't come back quite the way she intended, and it's been really good so far. I like the art style. It's very colorful. Oh, Penny, you okay? Penny's on my lap right now, and I think she's about to fall off. Okay. You good, Penny baby? You good? Okay. Good girl. Okay. So I've got like the base there. I still need to do the clothes. Book. I could go with like a dress, but I kind of want this. That might read as too feminine. Although, like, non-binary people can be and present however they want. I kind of want there to be like a little mix here. I want this fox to be whatever it wants to be. Maybe I'll go with a... Ooh, I could go with a white poofy shirt and black pants. That's always a good look. Let's try that. What kind of poof do I want? Okay, so gravity is going down, which means that the poof would kind of spread out this way. Oh, yeah. I'll tell Penny you say hi. She's looking at me. Okay, and then I can have like the high-waisted pants start kind of here. Yeah, and I think having white and black for the clothes would also help if I want, because I want the there's going to be so much color with the hydrangeas that this way it'll simplify the fox and help it stand out. Hi, Ollie. There's so many people today, it's fun. I think I'm glad that I started streaming. It's been fun, a fun time. And then have the sleeve poof. And then it can cinch right here. That like there, and then this can overlap the book a bit so I don't get a tangent. I'm guessing most people here know what a tangent in art is, but just in case, so a tangent is basically when two lines touch. An example would be like if I took this book and that sleeve, and instead of having this part, hold on, instead of having it be like this, where the sleeve overlaps it, it's like right at the edge, and I can get a second tangent with this arm too if I have it so that instead of covering that bit there. It's a thing that is generally wanted to be avoided unless you're purposefully trying to create like you can use them as a tool, but generally speaking people avoid them. It can be pretty difficult to avoid in a complicated thing. Oh, and it can also be like, there's other kinds of tangents too, but if the lines are interrupted by something, but they still would meet up, sometimes that can be a thing you want to avoid. I want to poof this out a little bit more this way. There we go. I think I want to give the fox I like giving characters little lines like this to kind of like emphasize almost the cheekbones while also making them feel a little bit more blushy. I just think it's cute. It's something that I probably picked up when I was working on Space Boy. Sometimes you can use a tangent to simplify the form of something. So like I'm having this line of the arm meet with this line of the other one. You can do that a lot in character design, where the especially in like animation and stuff, people do that. It it can create a unified form and if used correctly. But tangents are kind of like tangents in illustration are kind of like kerning in graphic design, or at least in the way they make me feel. In that if something has bad kerning, it upsets me. Okay. And then there can be like the little spot for the tail to... What if the tail had a hydrangea in it as well? Like a couple ones here. That might be cute. Let me... Oh, my roommate needs me again. Give me a sec. There was a question about hot dogs that time. No, wrong layer. Right, because I was gonna put the flower. I was gonna maybe have like one of them like this. Then I could have a real little one right here. Okay, that could be cute. Okay. And then I want the pants to feel stiff, so I'm giving them a square fold that's kind of thick. And then it's not gonna have shoes because I don't feel like drawing them. I mean, because foxes don't wear shoes, and obviously they wear all of this other stuff. Okay. I'm gonna pull up my hydrangea reference again. Okay. So hydrangea bushes seem like they're fairly rounded. So I'm not going to be able to maintain this spiky thing, but I'm okay with that. I could still have that sort of sloping feeling. But right now I'm gonna focus on the overall shape of the bush, and then I'm gonna go in and add more details later. I just have to sort of round off the corners of this, which I think is fine. And then I will kind of have this area cut off a little bit to maintain the shape. So this is where I'm purposefully using... Ooh, I could have it sort of like wrap around a bit if I want. Let me see how that would look. Kind of create a little secluded nook for this fox to read. I could have it... I think I like that. I think that's nice. Okay. I don't think that the hydrangea bushes my mom had grew quite so many flowers. It spent a lot of time growing leaves, but I'll just focus on blocking out the shapes for as many as seem fun. I have to remember that I have to paint all of these later too. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I'll have one of them kind of poke behind the tree. And do any of you have favorite flowers? I feel like a flower is something that sometimes people have favorites of, and then other times people don't really think about it. Boo says, I really like the shape of the dogwood tree. Okay, the dogwood tree flowers. Let me look that up. Dogwood tree flower. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let me pull. Okay, so from Wikimedia Commons, I'm bringing this up. This one? Who says, I also like clovers more. I just love fields of clover. The park that I walk in has so many clovers. There's this one area where there are 3 different types of clover patches all near each other. It's really nice. I love sitting near them. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm adding in sort of like the bush stems on this side of the sketch so that it feels almost like I've taken a cross section of it. Sort of like what I'm doing at the base here, where it's almost like carving it out, like how they'll have in some video games. When there's like if the video game has a sort of floating cube, and you interact with it. Sometimes they'll have like the stuff at the bottom with like the layers of sediment and stuff. I'm kind of aiming for that sort of feeling. Sask says, I like marigolds. They look pretty and protect my garden from bugs. I didn't know marigolds protect from bugs. Let me bring up a picture of marigolds, which I know I've seen before, but oh, those are pretty. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's see. The marigold flower is, excuse me. Oh, it's a real little picture. The marigold flower kind of is like that. So they're sort of like, they're like a burst of warmth, a burst of warm color, which is nice. They have a strong smell bugs don't like. Okay, maybe I should look into getting some marigolds to put around the base of the house. We don't have a lot of bugs, but like no more than other people's places nearby. And the chickens do take care of most of the stuff. But it would be nice to have something kind of like that too. The other day, Nacho, my roommate's cat, was tormenting a cricket, and I had the very distinct thought of, I am very glad I'm not a bug. And I am. I'm very glad I'm not a bug. They don't have thumbs. But beyond that, my cat would be much less likely to, well, I guess she would still enjoy my company, just in a different way. Okay. I think that's, maybe I'll have some where they're overlapping a bit. I think that would help it feel less like pepperoni on a pizza and more like flowers existing in nature. Okay. Once I get the tree's leaves blocked in, then I'll be able to start putting in the flats, I think. Sask says, Stone just got home. We are bringing you on an adventure with us to do errands. You want anything? Well, you know, I've been craving orange chicken for the past entirety of my life. If you find any orange chicken at the store. Okay, what kind of tree do I want this to be? I don't really feel like doing detailed leaves. I think that having the bulk of the detail in like this lower part would be fine, and then having a more simplified shape for the tree itself. I think that would be okay. But I'm gonna round it up a little bit to go along with the bushes. Sask says, sold, I'm on the lookout. Okay, let me know if you find any orange chicken. I also like sesame chicken. Or I'm out of spinach too. I walk to the grocery store, so I've been sort of avoiding going out. Just because it's so hot. It's so hot out. Okay. Yeah, I still want to retain this sort of so one of the things I did with this sketch, oh my goodness, I already have so many layers. Let me tuck those away there. One of the things I did for this sketch was I outlined sort of the basic shape that was appealing to me. I've obviously adjusted it since then. I don't have as many points, but it kind of helps to think about it in that way. Okay. Tree. Especially if I'm going to be doing this in a partially lineless style. Which means I probably don't need to spend so much time on getting each curve the way I want. But having this base is going to be helpful. And then to sort of match with the cross section and to also make and to sort of create that video game feel, I'm gonna have the base of the tree be like this part that I'm outlining here is gonna be on a different plane than the rest of it. There we go. That's the curve that I wanted. Okay. Wow. I think I like how this is turning out so far. Let's see if I can keep that that feeling when I have to color it. Okay. So this can be like there. Actually, I'm just gonna have that be a single one, and then I'm gonna have this branch kind of dart to the side. I saw a woodpecker today and I tried to get a picture of it, but it flew away. Ugh, I've been trying to get pictures of a bunch of different birds. There's some sparrows, there's these starlings that dart away as soon as I get within like not that even that close. Maybe I'll put a woodpecker on this tree. It needs to have some detailing with the leaves as well. Let's figure that out. So a couple different options. I could kind of go with like this, where it's sort of like very simplified. That might work. Let me run with this for a little bit and we'll see how I feel. Did I run out of tracks already on the music? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like, oh, nope, continue watching. YouTube just did that thing that it's been doing sometimes where it'll pause the video after like half an hour. I feel like that's probably frustrating for the video essay people, like the people who listen to a lot of video essays. Boo says, usually when it happens on essay playlists, it happens only between videos. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I've thought about listening to like the video essays, but I don't know where to start. Usually, okay, these are all too close in size. Let's get some variation here. Boo says, I personally recommend Defunct Land, but just because I really love abandoned things and lots of facts read out in a low, soothing tone. That sounds right up my alley. Another illustration, I'm opening another thing. Not exactly abandoned, but another thing that I kind of want to do in this same style is like this giant rib cage that has been grown over with like moss and stuff, and then you've got like a little mouse hanging up laundry and just sort of enjoying the day. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. You gotta go do some chores. Thank you for hanging out, Boo. I wonder if there's any video essay things about, like, animals. I guess I could find documentaries. I always like, the one guy, David Attenborough. I always like listening to him talk about animals. My roommates and I watched the one that's like about dinosaurs that he narrated. That one was pretty fun. They did a really good job with all the animations too. It felt so authentic. I think I like this texture for the tree. It's got enough detail that it doesn't feel out of place next to everything, but not so much that it's gonna necessarily distract from the fox. I could have like a little bit less at the top of the tree, so it's like these ones at the bottom are following gravity in a way, and it's also following the um like the um not straights and curves, it's the, although I guess that's kind of a similar concept, like the having a bunch of detail versus simplifying, I guess simple versus complex. Um, although there's like a term for it. I don't know if I'm remembering the right ones. Hmm. I think at some point I want to do a sticker of just a tree. I love drawing trees. It's so relaxing. Maybe I'll do that after the yelling carrot. Okay, these ones are too samey. I have to break it up a bit more. I think probably, so smooth that out a bit, and then let's get rid of this. A little bit better. A little bit. How do I feel about this? I feel like I like how this side is turning out, but the side that I'm actively working on is not quite there yet. And that's okay, I'll just keep working at it. Oh, okay, that's what it's missing is they're all okay. They were all too much going in the same direction. So having a little more variation will help. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. The side is still missing some detail. really fun drawing a tree like this. Maybe I'll draw trees a little like this in my comic. Probably not quite as detailed unless the tree is the point of the thing, or like it's big in the panel. I think I need to rotate all of this just a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then I could have some like subtle detailing in there when I color it. Wonder what it would look like without these lines. Yeah, I like that better. I'll just add a little bit of texture there. Make up for it. This go away. Okay, I think I'm about ready to start blocking in the flats. So again, I'm going to be trying to make this more lineless. There will be some lines for differentiating things, but mostly I'm going to try to let the shapes do the heavy lifting. Yeah, okay. I think that makes everything pretty legible. I'm gonna lower the opacity here. This will be refined sketch. Okay. Do I want to go with Creepy Scrawly for... Creepy Scrawly is what I do for my line art and stuff. I modified it, but it's got a little bit of ridges that I enjoy. I could also just do a plain color. I have so many. I have too many brushes. For blocking in the shapes, I think something... I mean, I could just go with Creepy Scrawly. And then I've got some other brushes that... Hold on. Is this one that... That's kind of nice. How does it look zoomed out? That might be a little bit too rough for it. I'll just go with my old favorite. Okay. This is the color palette that I used for the comic page that I streamed last time. Which I finished by now, by the way. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna use it as a sort of base for this stuff, and then add in detail as I go. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of think of this in terms of paper cutout layering sorts of things, where I'm gonna start with this dirt and I'm gonna have different layers for each section so that I can better modify them and edit them when I render it. I'll have the sketch on top, at least for while I'm blocking it in. Okay. Set this to multiply so it shows up a little bit easier. Okay. I'm gonna lock the transparency on this. Okay. There. I like how it's a little bit pink, so I'm gonna lean into that for the darker ones. And I want to have those sort of layers of sediment. Color from layer, okay. Wanted to make sure I had it set to the right. So now that I've blocked in the sort of base layers, I'm adding in a little bit of like texturing for additional detail. I'm gonna try and get this color a little bit. There we go. So it's a very subtle difference that honestly might not even show up on most monitors, but it makes me feel better. There. I just wanted it to feel a little bit more pinkish red. I'm having a pretty good time right now. This is very soothing and fun to. It's very different than what I normally do, so it's a fun change. I think I might incorporate this sort of style into my work more often. Not sure if I would do a comic in it. And at least not until I'm more comfortable with it. But illustrations and stuff where I can take my time, that I can do. Okay, let's see how the sketch is. Okay. I had like very faint, but you can see that I had like vertical lines, and I also had like tree roots, so I'm probably gonna end up doing the tree roots over these. But I'll do the vertical lines right now. How do I want to do this? What would make the most sense? Probably taking the layer above. What color can, or if I'm gonna be doing that, then I'm gonna want to start. No. Yeah, I'll start with this. Okay, take the layer above. maybe the layer below as well. Just add in this bit of detail. Okay, yeah, I like that. Lighten this a bit. I used to dislike salmon as a color. I still don't like salmon, the fish, like for food, but I've really grown to appreciate it over the past few years. I don't know if this counts as salmon color, but it's sort of similar where it's like in between red or like pink and orange. Nope. Wrong tool. Okay. That's pretty good. Next, I'm going to block in the grass. So if I'm going with a sort of salmony orange, maybe the grass should be like a cool green. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Or maybe yellowy works better. I guess I can always adjust it later. Green is a very tricky color. You can get green to... Ooh, I kind of like that desaturated one. Okay, so like this is more of a desaturated yellow in all honesty, but it looks green because it's on top of sort of pinkish orange. And then looking at the time, I'm going to block in this grass and maybe do a little bit of detailing with it, but that'll probably be the end of the stream. I have other things to work on that don't necessarily need to be drawn. Like, basically, I have commissions and stuff that I gotta do, and other things, and I don't want to stream commissions unless I have permission from the person ahead of time. So that's what I'm trying to say. Which, by the way, my commissions are open in general. You can, I do, like, I'm open to a lot of different things. I've mostly done illustrations in my lined style um, of people's characters, like especially I've done illustrations for people's D&D characters and for their um, for book characters and other. I've drawn people like themselves and their loved ones in like dressed as fantasy characters as well, like they're dressed like they are their D&D characters or whatever. But I'm open to lots of other stuff too. But yeah, right now I've been enjoying this. Okay, so the grass, I have to remember, isn't just following this line. Okay, let me lock in a base shape so that I remember that. And then I will use there we go. Okay. Yeah, I really like this desaturated color for the grass, for like the base of the grass. So my next stream is going to be Sunday with more Dragon Age Origins. I've been thinking about it a lot. I haven't played it since the stream, but I've been enjoying it quite a bit and thinking about it. And then the art stream on Tuesday will involve me hopefully finishing this piece. I think it would be really nice to finish this piece. Especially because the last thing that I was streaming was the comic one, and I wasn't able to finish that on stream due to a deadline. Sounds like the YouTube playlist paused automatically again, which is there, I wonder if there's a way to turn off the auto pause. Or maybe I could just use that as a reminder to stretch my arms. Either one, like stretch my wrists and stuff. Either way would be pretty good. It's wild to me how green that looks when it's on top of these things. Because, okay, I just want to test something. So, like, if you have something that's like super green, like this, what does it look like? That's crazy. So, this color right here is the same color as this. Maybe next time I'll go on a walk, I will bring a book, making me want to read outside. These are getting a little too small. I don't want it to feel too fuzzy. I want the grass texture to also sort of be reminiscent of um, video game stuff, which I know that a lot of video games these days have been pushing for more realistic or more rendered graphics, but I just really love more stylized stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I appreciate the most. Of course, I'm spending time on these that are going to be probably covered up by that bush. Um, Maybe I should leave it be a little more. Block this in a bit. Okay. And then clean it up. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. I have a lot of fun doing these, and I hope that you enjoy them as well. Almost done with this grass. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm gonna stop for today. Having a lot of fun working on this, just to sort of show the progress. So this is where we're ending up for now, and then where we started was with this. So we've made pretty good progress. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. If your weekend is Saturday and Sunday, I hope you have a good weekend. If not, I hope you still find time to relax. Yeah, my next stream will be on Sunday around noon, and we'll be playing Dragon Age Origins. Bye.